All right, folks, welcome back to episode 36 of the Ginge Ball podcast. For those of you who've been getting live with us on TikTok, we appreciate it. For those of you who are just listening along on Spotify, we appreciate it as well. We're going to do our Western Conference expansion protection. If two teams do end up relocating the NBA, then we're going to be the ones to pick the players with the guys that we did not protect. Beck, how are we doing, brother?
I'm doing terrific, man. Just want to shout out Hunter right now. The work this guy puts in behind the scenes is truly special. The articles are well written, well crafted, but the work behind the scenes, I mean, he edits this, he gets on the TikTok live, like he's built the brand up, and we seemingly, hopefully, don't want to, I mean, knock on wood, have a formula to kind of get this kicked into more of a gear where we take off a little bit and it's not, static growth. But yeah, Hunter's put in a ton of work behind the scenes, and it makes my job easy. I can come in here and just talk my shit. So
You're going to make me cry, man.
yeah,
Holy shit.
just wanted to give a
Holy
praise
shit,
off
I
the
didn't think
top.
I was gonna get glazed on the beginning of the pod. Let's fucking
I
go,
got you.
dude.
We're in a great mood tonight. So.
Yeah, we're feeling great. And because we're feeling great, let's start off with a hot topic. The Lakers, of course, the last two games the Lakers have dropped games to the Orlando Magic, who they have been playing better lately. We'll give it to them, but are still without Franz Wagner. And they blew a game with the Phoenix Suns without Dylan Brooks and Devin Booker. And in the post-game remarks, DeAndre Ayton, when asked about his role in the team, said, they want me to be Clint Capella or some shit. What do we make of Ayton's comments? And what do we make of the Lakers' skid these past couple games? And then also just the past few weeks, it looks like they've been a little bit worse.
Learn your role. I mean, like, obviously, you had your chance. Like, you got to jump on your chance as a young player in the league to go outside the box and have, like, the ball being in your hands and just high usage rate be a thing that you have the opportunity to do in this league. And he blew that chance. I mean, he's on a minimum right now, right? Or once his contract, it's near minimum level.
Yeah, I mean
Correct?
it's not the kind of bread he was he was making
So, I
in
mean,
Phoenix.
of course, I mean, when you have the archetype that he does, and you have Luca and LeBron. Like, even if he was, more skilled, they're still not playing through you with those two guys
Yeah.
on the team. But even as is, like, they weren't playing through you in Portland either when you were there last year, brother. They weren't playing through you in Phoenix when you were, a youngin. I mean, you can argue that he was kind of in the Clint Capella role when he went to the finals with the Suns as a
Yeah.
22-year-old, and that was the highest peak of his NBA career. So I think this brother, like, honestly knows, like, what it is. But yeah, I mean, he's just so delusioned and his ego's in a different place that he's a generational bag chaser for what he's got so far, but he's gonna run himself out of money here. Or
Yeah.
not
I mean,
like it for him in his bank account. I'm just meaning like additional
yeah,
contracts
deals.
with the league. Like,
Yeah.
this is bad optically, and I think he needs to think about it that way. You got to think about it. How can I get to your next contract? Because your goal is to get to the second contract, and honestly, not a bad goal as an NBA player. I don't even like
Yeah.
mind that as a comment. I know, like, for a guy who's the number one pick, you would wish there was more motor there and all that, but he accomplished that goal. But I think after you reach that goal, that can't be the end all be all. Like, man, money doesn't stop when you're 25 years old, which is pretty, like, that's the age that he got that around his second contract. So,
Yeah. The
I
max.
mean, dude, at this point in time, if you're an NBA player, you can live to get 3 or 4 contracts, 3 or 4 like good 4-year contracts with the money that's in the league now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, you're blowing a huge opportunity here, and especially
That's
with the spotlight that's in LA, like, massive missed opportunity for DeAndre Ayton, and I mean, he won't be in the league in 3 years. Now, I
yeah, I
think it's safe
mean,
to say at this point.
yeah, well, I think the biggest thing, and you touched on this, is like this was the perfect opportunity for him to have a career resurgence and kind of close the book on what people thought about him as like his headspace and everything. And you have this golden opportunity next to LeBron James, and obviously LeBron is not the same LeBron, and Luka Doncic to be an impactful player, protecting the rim and rolling to the basket. And if you do that, you will get a bag from someone. I promise you. Teams will start to see value because now, as we go to this new version of the league where everyone wants front court options and you want to be able to play two bigs at the same time if you can, all you have to do is be a serviceable big. And you get the Lakers tax, you get the PR that comes with that, and you get all this stuff in your current situation. And what you do with it is, and I don't even think he's been terrible this year by any means. Like he's having
Yeah,
like
no,
13 and
but
8.
no, I don't think he had to be like a steady big. I think what he had to do was change the narrative. And like literally all
Yeah.
that takes is a couple of highlights of you hustling.
And
Yeah, it's
that's
really as simple as that, man.
and that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Like if you just operate in silence, and I'm not saying like you can't, obviously you can speak your piece to the media, you can do as you want, but when you start saying these things, these divisive things that kind of make the locker room weird, and then also it makes you seem like you're an egotistical guy, now that's when teams are like, why would we get Aiton, who's going to give us this production that we can get from this same other guy? But this guy knows that he's that guy, and he doesn't think he's a max center. We're just going to go with this guy because we're not going to have any issues in the locker room, and we're not going to have any of this dysfunctional shit.
Where would you rank him on the Lakers as a player? Like in terms of
I mean,
hierarchy.
I'm not high on this Lakers roster, so it's probably higher than you'd think.
But
But
just go through
it's
it.
still,
Give me a
I mean,
number just
it's
so I
not.
can make my point here.
It's all right. So then it's Luca, Reeves, LeBron. Who's next? Bro, this roster's not good. I mean, he's probably like their fourth, fifth guy.
Yeah, I don't think I should have like I don't think I should have to use multiple hands to have a number of sound bites for a guy who's the fourth or fifth best player on a team throughout a
And a
season.
team
And
that
we're
it's
not
not
even
like yeah,
near finish yet.
it's not like it's a team that's a contender and he's the fourth best player. It's a team that's like the sixth seed.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, it's just kind of like he's a losing big. Doesn't do the things that he has the tools to do them too. It's not like he's
yeah, we saw
unathletically
that in
gifted.
Phoenix.
Dude, to succeed with Luka Doncic, man, like this is the type of player who succeeds and gets
Yeah,
his worth maximized. I mean, Daniel Gafford, Exhibit A, Derek Lively, Exhibit A. That works perfectly with the style that Luka plays. It's sad, man, from Aiton, and he's costing himself massive amounts of money. That's the takeaway.
yeah. I think that's the biggest thing for him. Like if I'm his agent, I'm reading that headline. I'm just like, dude, all you had to do was get through this year and next year, and then you're a free agent, and we
Yeah.
can literally get you like a bag again.
But
But yeah,
is he a sneaky candidate to like completely turn around his perception with the post-career podcast?
with a post career pod, what do you
Yeah.
mean? Like him revealing locker room stories?
Like,
And,
yeah, will he be seen as like a funny guy, or is he more
like
likely
a
to go down
Teague?
like the Kwame Brown road where he's just like he takes shots at everybody because he's better as shit?
I don't know. I feel like the way he acts, I might go more the latter. That I don't think he's gonna be like a Teague guay. I don't know what like his perception is amongst players, obviously, but
Yeah, I mean, but I
I
feel
don't
like it
get the
really could go
vibe.
one of those two ways. Like he's embraces that he didn't give a fuck, and it's kind of hilarious because the stories he'll tell, or he's just a bitter former number one pick, which I kind of feel
I
like
think
is
it's
definitely a
that, dude, because
possibility.
it's not like I know on the court we talk a lot about how it feels like he doesn't care, but he cares about his role on the team and he cares about his usage and stuff. So I think it's more of the latter where I think he thinks he should be a focal point of an offense.
I mean,
Like, I think
is
he's
his
just
career
delusional.
comparable to Kwame Brown?
I mean, the thing with Aiton is you could at least you have the Phoenix years to kind
The
of
Phoenix,
like
you have the Phoenix year.
year. Yeah, I guess that's true, man. It's really not as
It's not
big of a
great.
sample size
I
of
mean,
like
and the numbers are different in this day and age. Like,
yeah, they're inflated.
what was
Yeah,
Kwame Brown's? Like, Kwame Brown had a double in a season, did he
yeah,
not?
he
Or
the
no?
one Wizards year. He definitely was close to one Wizards year.
Yeah, 10.9 and 7.4. That's
Yeah.
looking like the high here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was never like
Yeah.
but that was a different era. It's not a terrible comp. It's like you could see the end of Aiton's career being like that though. The way
Yeah.
that Kwame's career kind of turned out. And yeah, I mean it's kind of sad to see because as you said, he's a very talented big and he has a skill set that is very suitable for the modern NBA, but it just feels like he's not willing to he doesn't have the humility to step into the role that I think he's best at. And I don't know if he'll ever
I mean, it's
figure
the
that one out.
humility and it's just the initiative. Like,
Yeah.
he never took it upon himself in Phoenix to be the guy.
Yeah.
I think that's
That's true.
like where it all started. Like, he never embraced just I'm getting 20 and 10 every night because he had the opportunity to do that. Now he doesn't like at all. So he has to embrace his role. But back when he was a young player in the league, he didn't take that opportunity. And I think that's what it boils down to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and even when he was, because I think his stats were, I mean, essentially 20 and 10 for a few seasons, but it's just the way it's
And tough
not,
love has never worked on him. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, CP3 is the
no,
godfather
no,
of tough love.
no, I think Monty Williams was the
Yeah.
fucking
That's
reason.
true.
I think that might be what broke him.
Yeah. And we saw what's happened with Monty too. So
Yeah.
both ends of that didn't end up well. But yeah, I mean, it's tough to see that. It's just like the Lakers vibes lately. When I was on the live earlier, this came up a lot, which is like I had the Lakers pretty low in my contender tier list. I had them in, I think, C. And you can see that on Instagram too. But I just don't see. I know that you have the top end talent that can sort of raise the ceiling of your team. We've seen it with Luka even before he was in LA. They do have a top end player who can raise the floor of the team and the ceiling of the team. It's just the vibes of the team are weird, and I just think the defense and honestly, it's like an effort thing a lot of times with the Lakers. Like you'll turn
Yeah.
them on a random Tuesday night, and they literally just don't show up, and you're
I
just
mean,
like,
yeah, I
and
agree.
maybe it's just the regular season thing, but I don't
No,
know, man.
I think it comes down to the vibes thing. I think you're right on hit the nail on the head because I mean the vibes thing comes down to the fact that it's a transition year. I mean, let's just face the fact that we know LeBron's not going to be there next year. I think we can say with
Yeah,
100% certainty that he won't. And it's a transition year into a Luka Doncic era where they have to build around him. When
yeah,
has a team, NBA team, ever had a successful year where the writing is totally on the wall and next year it's a different iteration of the team, like a la I mean, the best example of success with it is the Kevin Durant Warriors the
Kawhi,
last year.
Kawhi in Toronto.
I
'Cause
wouldn't even call that a
they
transition
knew
year
he
because
was, they
that
knew
was a
he was
1 year
gone.
rental. I
Yeah,
feel like that's a little bit different than a
yeah,
transition
that's
year
true. That's
where
fair.
you've had the team together. They knew that was their one opportunity. I think that added to their urgency, honestly.
Yeah,
But I can't think of a team that's been around for like multiple years. I mean, this Lakers team is, that's kind of pushing it because it's a year and a half with the Luka. But ever since Luka got there, they were kind of in a transition period, and the vibes were way better last year. Like it was just kind of new life injected into the team. This year, it's a totally different ball game. And you're right. I mean, the defensive effort is what's going to kill them at the end of
yeah,
the day.
yeah,
But I think that comes down to knowing that LeBron's not there next year.
yeah. I do think the LeBron shadow just looming over all of this is so strange. But I did question, like, so I think we've all, and I've said it too, like, I think we all assume that LeBron's most likely outcome in the offseason is going to Cleveland for the farewell tour. Is there any part of Cleveland that's just like, why do we want to do that? Like, is there
Yeah,
any
I
part of
mean,
them that's just
yeah,
like
it depends
this,
how this year goes, though.
especially, yeah.
Yeah.
If this Cleveland team, even if they just get to the ECF and have a good showing, and like maybe they bow out to the Celtics or the Pistons, I don't know why they would want that looming over their team. Like that, it feels like just the
Agreed.
exact wrong recipe.
But I mean, if you're thinking from an owner's perspective, it's kind of a
Yeah,
no-brainer. It's
yeah,
free money. Also, from a GM's perspective, I kind of feel like, at least in my opinion, it should be a foregone conclusion that he doesn't have any say over roster construction. Like, it's not like he's bringing in his own cast of guys with him.
yeah,
I think it would just be he's going there for the farewell tour because optically that's how he wants to end his career. But like the rest of the roster construction is up to, Cleveland's front office for how they want to do it. It's not like prior stops for LeBron where he's kind of had, much more of a say in that. So those would be like two pros to doing it. But yeah, it all depends on. I mean, if they win the championship this year, it's
yeah.
kind of like,
Can you
why
see
not?
that though?
Fuck no, I already told you that. I mean, this
Yeah,
after the honeymoon phase of this shit for Harden is
yeah.
over, it's the Mopey Cavs, and it will be the Mopey Cavs.
The
And
Eeyore Cavs. I'm
yeah,
so down
the
with that.
passive aggressive finger pointing in the locker room Cavs.
Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I kind of feel like Kenny Atkinson's got to be grouped in there too. Kind of, he'll not know what he's
The
doing.
Kenny Atkinson's
Yeah.
thing's interesting because like they got rid of Bickerstaff because he was just a great regular season coach, couldn't really do it in the playoffs.
He'll be gone
Point,
if they
at what
go
point is
if they
Atkinson
whimper out.
not the exact same situation?
I mean, he hasn't ever proved it as a coach either.
Yeah, but no, but he's proved it in the regular season this year and like last year. He was
Maybe,
coach of the year last year.
in the regular season.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no
Regular
playoff success
season.
with his name.
That's what I'm
Same
saying.
thing with Bickerstaff.
At what point is he not just the exact like they just did the same thing? And like
Yeah, no, I
if
agree.
that's the outcome, like are you going to fire him? Because
Yeah, no,
obviously
I think he's
your goal is-
100% gone if they whimper out.
Yeah. But I'm just like, I guess my point
Bring
is,
David Blatt back.
it's not, I don't think it's the coach, I guess is my point. Like, I
I,
don't think
I say bring David Blatt back.
David Blatt, let's
I,
go.
he never got a fair shot.
Bring Tyronn Lue.
He's learned a lot in these last 10 years.
Yeah, David Blatt. Holy shit. That was great. That was like, what's his face? Who is the
Dude,
Bucks?
Tyronn Lue would
Griffin?
so be their coach next year. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. Could
Oh
you,
my God. Because I
After
mean,
this
the
Clippers
Clippers
season?
are going to whip her out. Yeah,
Yes.
dude, he's coming back to Cleveland. Wow.
yes, dude. Braun back with Tyronn Lue. You can already fucking
Oh my
put it
God.
all together,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, and Harden would be all for it too because he's been under. Oh my God, dude, that is so written
Match
in
made
the
in
stars.
heaven.
Yeah, good shit
Um,
by us.
Good
Yeah,
shit by
thank
us.
you guys.
Writing it all down. All right, yep. Script writers, you got it. Yeah, but on the Lakers, we'll get to their personnel stuff because we are going to do the Western Conference protections. But yeah, they just haven't really built out the role players either. And obviously, with getting Luka, obviously you're kind of just banking on the top end of your roster to kind of carry you, and I'm just not confident in that happening. But with that eighten of it all done, let's get to our Western Conference protections. I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to do the same thing we did last time on Spotrax NBA expansion draft website. And honestly, it's going to be good because we're going to be able to just roll right into an expansion draft where Beck and I are both going to be GMs, and we're going to be able to pick the guys who we don't protect. But let's start up top with an interesting one, the Dallas Mavericks. A lot of interesting contracts in here, a lot of kind of older guys that you might want to shed or maybe not and keep around. So I'll let you lead us off. Pick a couple guys that you would for sure keep.
I mean, another candidate for probably not keeping eight.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
Right?
there's quite a few.
I'm not sure if I keep the top three, brother. I would probably keep PJ, but I'm not keeping Clay or Kyrie.
PJ's on a pretty team-friendly
Yeah.
deal.
I'm not keeping Clay or Kyrie. That's for damn sure.
Start
What the fuck?
off with the obvious ones.
Who I keep?
Yes.
Lively.
Holy fuck. Starting with Derek Lively. It's
No,
crazy.
I mean, young center. Obviously, the one question marks like the injury,
Yeah, but
but I don't think that's crazy. Okay, like yeah, fuck. Cooper Flag. Okay, we were getting there. I was just going bottom up.
Yeah.
Derek Lively, Cooper Flag, Najee Marshall, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington. Those are your five obvious keeps.
all right.
Then,
So what? Najee Marshall, Gafford, you said,
yep.
and PJ? That
Five.
gives us five.
I mean, go ahead. These are where the hard decisions are made, but
Yeah,
there's probably
I think-
six keeps.
I think what you have to consider here is if you're the Mavs and you're starting this new Cooper Flag, you already got rid of AD. So I think you kind of closed the window on the immediate trying to like forge some kind of contendership thing that they were doing with Flag, Irving, and AD on the roster. Which brings up the next thing, which is like, is there a case to not protect Kyrie? Is there a case to just shed the 40 million and build this as a new project with Cooper Flag at the center of it? Or do you keep Kyrie as like a trade asset?
No, he's an obvious throwaway. I feel
That's what I'm saying. But I think some people would keep Kyrie as a trade asset because I do think there's teams like, well, I guess you would have said the Lakers before LeBron's going to leave, but I think there are teams that are desperate enough for a Robin that I think there's a case that you could keep him for that. But
I don't think you're selling anybody after the injury.
yeah, he's 33, man, coming off a major surgery.
He's just not a Robin. He's a 3.
Yeah, I still think he could be. I don't know if he could be the Robin on a title team, but I still think like,
I mean, he proved that he can't be.
yeah, that's fair. But he was pretty special throughout this playoffs.
He was legitimately bad in the finals, though.
In the finals, he was bad. Yes, he was absolutely bad. But in that playoff run, he was special. But yeah, I'm gonna leave Kyrie unprotected. I'm definitely leaving Klay Thompson unprotected.
I think there's a discussion there with him.
I mean, yeah, we have to protect 3, and the other options are Caleb Martin, Max Christie, which I think you protect.
Yeah,
Christie.
that's what he's going to be my obvious.
And then AJ Johnson. I think you protect Johnson just because he's young.
I think
and
you keep
frisky.
Clay. And like,
Yeah, that would be
keep a
the
veteran presence in the locker room too.
You're not keeping Caleb Martin.
And he's still a shooter at the end of the day. Like, and that's a tradable. I feel like that's a more tradable asset than Kyrie. The way I look at it.
Yeah, it's a very the contract is friendly for a team to be taking him
And
on.
you can sell championship experience, you can sell shooting. Like those are two things that still
Yeah.
like
Also, it's just the options. You don't really have any other
yeah.
options. Like you're not keeping Caleb Martin.
I mean, you could not keep any of them.
Yeah,
You
that's
could.
true. We did discuss this
Yeah.
with the Sixers. Like we don't have to keep these
Yeah.
guys. And they could just come back after the expansion draft
Yeah.
ends. But let's move on. I think for the Mavs, it's really just kind of keep the most assets that you can and then just build around Flag. Let's go to the Nuggets. I'm gonna unprotect these guys that they've done it for us, but there's some pretty cut and dry decisions here. I'll lead us off. I'm gonna protect Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon. Off to you, brother.
Braun. Yeah, Braun's my four. Peyton Watson.
Wow. Definitely, I agree with it. The order I was just surprised by, but
Then I go Cam.
yeah. I think you're right though. I think I would protect
So where we
Watson
at?
over
Yeah.
with the age factored in too.
And
We're at
it's
what,
like,
6?
yeah. He's like a Gordon replacement, which is I mean that's
Yeah.
a factor that they need.
It's a huge,
Yeah,
it's a
if
huge
he can
piece.
grow into what Gordon is, it's so we're at 6 right now, correct?
Yes.
I really don't like Strother's game. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, the defense is really bad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Valanciunas is a no-brainer that I don't want to protect him.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? Like, Zeke Naji kind of reinvented the wheel a little bit this year.
Spencer Jones has been all right too. I don't hate Spencer Jones. I mean, the sample size isn't very big, but
I mean, just looking at like,
Pickett's had some fun performances.
wait, they're categorizing Strother as a 3 on here. Is that true?
Yeah, that's
What
crazy.
are they talking
That's
about?
crazy. Imagine him trying to guard.
Yeah,
Like,
holy shit, dude. That's funny stuff.
trying to guard small forward.
I think I go Zeke, bro. I really do.
Zeke Naji?
Yeah,
Let's go.
I think he gave
And that's
7.
7. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
I mean, roster construction wise, I feel like you keep a guard, but I mean, I'd probably keep Dayron if I'm talking talent.
Darren Holmes. Yeah, I mean, I think they might want to see what there is there. He's like sneaky, not really in their rotation though, right?
Yeah, I think they would keep Strother. I just don't think he's
Yeah,
good.
I think they would too. It's your pick, so I'm letting you rip it. And what were the other guys you were considering for that last spot, or were there any?
Nah, not really. I don't know enough about Spencer Jones, so that might be on me. But Pickett, haven't been impressed by either. So
Yeah, Pickett's had some like fun performances in spurts, but I also think Pickett's a guy
Yeah.
who he's gonna swing back around
Yeah.
after the expansion draft. All right, let's go to the Warriors. Holy shit, some of these are gonna be pretty funny, and I'm gonna let you lead this one off.
yeah, no, dude, they have a lot of scrappy guys. Like I kind of like that Steve Kerr is forced to play some of these guys. It's you could see
Who's the dude they brought in last night?
the rebound guy from the Thunder G League.
Yeah,
Right? I forget his name, but yeah, he's exactly what they need. They've needed a guy who can replace Looney's production. I love that. I mean, this team would not be far from a championship run again if they just made some hard decisions that they should have made years ago. Just saying.
yeah. You mean the Draymond of it all?
Yes, and would have moved on from Kerr.
Yeah.
But let's get into it. That's besides the point. Will Richard.
Let that's Will Richard first
No,
overall. Let's
great
go.
snag. Great snag from them.
Am I tripping? Steph's not even on
Yeah, he's not.
the roster here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Is he like a
What?
legacy pick?
I guess yeah. You just wouldn't even.
Like wouldn't even consider. So we're
Yeah.
factoring him in. So we have 7
But
guys to pick
we've had yeah Jokic and other guys on this list.
we have 7 guys to pick at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Will Richard,
Then Santos.
Gee,
Yeah, been great.
let's go.
It's been a great 2-month run from him. Like honestly, Post.
Quentin
Spencer.
Post. I don't know if I love Quentin Post.
I don't love him either, but tell me you love him more than some of these other
Yeah,
guys.
I mean
please
we still have Jimmy Butler on the board here.
Yeah, are you keeping him at 56 million? Fuck no, dude. Fuck no. Sorry, you're insane if you want a guy taking 56 of your cap who's going to play 40 games. I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. It's
Yeah,
not even in consideration.
this
You can-
expansion draft's gonna be interesting, dude. There's some Big name guys.
So what do we have? 5 in total because Curry, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Dude,
we're
they
at
are gonna
5.
wipe fat money off the books if they listen to me. But Moody, yeah, Moody's the next one.
All right, so that's 6. Dude, I think if you want to get to the 8, I
No,
think
yeah,
there's
keep Melt.
you keep Melton.
Yeah, just a
Yeah, I mean on
bargain.
3
I
mil
mean,
a year,
he's
yeah.
always been a bargain, even
He
though
also
he's
has had
like,
some good games
yeah,
recently.
he's a playoff dropper, but he's a
That's
bargain.
7.
He's like the only eighth man who's been known
Dude,
as a playoff
we're gonna
dropper.
have Paul George and Jimmy Butler in the expansion draft.
And fair enough, smart. So we're at 7, right?
Yeah, you get one more.
Yeah, just
Pods or
keep pods
Horford.
at the end of the day.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Jimmy Butler is on the board for the expansion draft.
Do you agree with
Uh,
that? I mean, I kind of just I said that.
I'd probably protect Jimmy Butler.
Over who?
I think someone, literally anyone. I don't think Quentin Post is good. I don't think Pat Spencer's. I love what Pat Spencer's done.
Yeah,
I think he's like frisky, but he's like a fringe NBA player.
What? Yeah, I think he can definitely play, especially in their dumbass
Could he
system.
play in like a playoff series?
Yeah.
You trust Pat
I-
Spencer playing defense in a
Yeah,
playoff series?
yes, I trust Pat Spencer. Sam Merrill
I don't
gets
know.
playoff. Sam Merrill gets playoff minutes on her.
Sam Merrill's in one of the best lineups in the NBA this year by net rating. I'll have you know. But yeah, no,
let's see the net rating in the playoffs. I promise you, bro.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree, and that's why we didn't keep Sam Merrill. Let's move on to
Now
the
I'm
Rockets.
fired up.
Let's go.
ISO.
I'm keeping KD. Even though he's 37, even though it's 43 milli, it's Kevin Durant. He had 40 last night. Cheers.
Yeah.
I'm keeping on, man. I know the shooting's awful and people are starting to get really freaked out that it hasn't even improved like a lick, but I just think you ride that out because the upside is incredible. I'm keeping Şengün, and my last save, I'm keeping Freddie. Who you got? That's 4.
How bad DFS is? Let's speak on it. Reed. I mean,
Oh yeah, did I not protect him yet? Yeah, Reed. So that's 5.
you gotta go Tari still.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to Tari. Even though Tari, man, I
He's not
go
great.
so back and forth on him, man.
No, he's just not. He's not great. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, no, but yeah,
Are they like missing people?
it's just a lot of unrestricted free agents.
I mean, we're forced to protect these other two, or are we not?
Yeah,
There's like no
is
discussion
that
here.
6? Yeah, that's 6. I think we just protect them all. I mean, we don't have to protect them all, but
Yeah, I'm not protecting Finney Smith. I'm sorry.
yeah, I mean, he wouldn't get drafted, I don't
Yeah.
think. And then Capella, I think for them they would protect
Yeah.
him just because of like
Where's Steven
he
Adams?
obviously still not on this list. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Wait,
know
what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know what's going on with
I feel like we're like missing a good player on their team.
KD, Şengün, Amen, Shepard. That plus Steven Adams. So should we just have Adams be the 7th
Yeah.
and then we keep DFS?
No,
Or Capella.
I keep Adams and Capella, especially for the way they
Yeah.
play.
Well, especially because we know now that Capella had value and people were looking for him in the offseason. So, all right, that was an easy one. Let's go to the Clippers.
Yeah, take this one too, just because more of an exercise actually.
Yeah, I think there's some ones that you could discuss here. I think there's also some fun young guys that have kind of popped in this
Holy
weird
shit,
like
you
post
got the option
Zubac.
for the whole team here.
Yeah, literally, they don't have any unrestricted free agents on here. So, obviously, you keep Kawhi. You have some really interesting situations where a lot of these younger guys have kind of popped in the absence of Zubac and now Harden. There's some fun guys that
Chris
you would-
Dunn not listed. Just
yeah.
heads
Also, is Kobe Sanders? Oh, there's Kobe Sanders.
Yeah.
He was the guy I was kind of thinking of.
Yeah.
Matherin, there he is. Okay, yeah. So they have, yeah. So you'd have Chris Dunn. Who else would you? Who's like a no brainer to you? to
yeah, I
start?
agree. I agree with you. Kobe Sanders and Matherin are like my next two.
Yeah, dude. I've been very impressed with what I've seen from Matherin. Also, like,
Garland too. I mean, like
yeah,
I
you protect
know.
Garland, especially
Yeah.
after bringing him in. So that's
Yeah.
4. And then are you considering Dunn too for this as the 5th?
Not as the 5th. I think I go Derek Jones as my 5th definitively.
Dude, he's been great lately.
Yeah.
I've been very impressed with Derrick Jones.
Man, then Dunn would probably be my 6. At this point, I'm kind of sputtering for who
I'd let Bogey go in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not even like getting real minutes for them.
Like, do you keep Rook at this point?
Yeah, that's what I was
get
thinking.
Drafted. I feel like the teams would find enough of.
I'd keep Niederhauser. I'd keep Niederhauser. He's been fun. So that's what, 2,
don't know enough about
3,
him.
4, 5, 6. He's a big out of Penn State. He kind of has gotten more opportunity lately. He's been pretty good.
Dunn is our 7th, and then
we get one more. Yeah, I'd keep Rook. That'd be my.
Dude, how the fuck is Isaiah Jackson 24?
Yeah, he was.
Brother's been around.
Feels like he was in Indy for years. Yeah, so that plus Chris Dunn, that's our 8. Let's go to the Lakers. The Lake Show. We talked about it, man. There's the personnel here. Once you start going through, you start to realize kind of why people have a lot of skepticism about this team and their ceiling. But off rep, who are your no-brainers keeping them?
Doncic, Reeves.
Yep.
It dies after that. It really does.
It really does, man. Like I'd be really interesting to hear who your third name is, because oh my god, man.
I'm keeping LaRavia and
I was gonna say
I'm keeping Connect at this point. Like it's just a
I mean, it's a young guy that like somebody could sell themselves on.
Yeah,
which is more than you could say for a lot of these other guys. Buffkin's not good,
dude.
I don't think Buffkin's an NBA player.
The way Vando killed his career,
and then if Bron's leaving, you don't have to do the Bronny game anymore.
Yeah,
you can wipe your hands in the Bronny business.
Yeah, but you could also instantly.
You could keep him and hold him hostage for.
Yeah, that's guaranteed assets back.
That is true. That is true.
I probably would do
that.
Actually,
that would be like one of the funniest things the Lakers could ever do.
Dude,
is he not also just better than their other younger guys?
Yeah,
he might genuinely be like he's better than Dalton Connect. Like I think he might be their best young prospect. I like Thiero coming out, but Thiero has not been. He's not looked like.
I can't believe Jared Vanderbilt isn't.
Yeah, that fall.
The complete dirty work guy for this team. He was so good in Minnesota.
Yeah,
so good.
The offense is just so bad that he gets played off the court.
Yeah, still like offensive rebounding in the playoffs, especially like he.
It's like the Don Barlow shit.
Yeah, should have been a certified guy. You just can't stay on the court. It's really helped. I feel like.
Yeah,
I'd still keep him. What I saw from him in Minnesota in 22, like I still have faith that there's something in there for him.
Maybe somebody else will take a shot on him. And
so I'm protecting Vando.
Vando?
Yeah.
I don't think they would, but I agree with you. I mean,
we're at 6.
Yeah, you have to protect 2 more of these
This
guys.
exercise is fucking.
I think I protect Thiero. I think you just kind of see what he is.
Yeah, and then give me Smart. I'm not keeping the 8 in the locker room, bro. I'm good on it. I really am.
But don't you think Ayton, even still, think Ayton the asset?
I think Ayton's closer to out of the league than Smart is, and that's what Smart playing as bad as you could possibly imagine since he's left Boston. Like it literally couldn't have gone.
Smart's just yeah.
I'd rather have a real vet in the locker room who might take too many shots and is hasn't been the best version of himself than DeAndre Ayton.
You just know for a fact Smart's not getting, for the sake of this exercise, Smart's not getting picked. Like, for a fact.
I don't know that, Hunter. I don't.
You think Marcus Smart's getting picked in the expansion?
Do you think a team like the Lakers, after what Ayton optically has done this year, is bringing Ayton back?
I mean, it's not an easy conversation. Yeah, but I don't even.
I'd rather have the vet.
I don't think it's having Ayton back. I think it's, do you think that any team in the NBA would take a chance on Ayton? And then if there's one single team that is, even if it's for a second round pick, that's more valuable.
They've called my bluff. That's the way I look at it.
All right. So we're protecting Marcus Smart?
Yeah.
I'm letting you have it. There you have it. That's your 8. DeAndre Ayton is on the board for the expansion. I'm just going to pick him to piss you off, too. Grizzlies on the clock. Let me protect all these guys.
It's gonna be
and I'll let you lead off. These are your boys. I'll let you lead off. This will be a very fun one. Because there are some swings you're going to have to take with some of these picks.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, we're keeping Ja. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Value's too low right now.
You have to.
And at the end of the day,
that would be a blessing for an expansion team.
He doesn't have to do much to turn around his perception in Memphis.
Yes.
He's still...
Couldn't you... Dude, picture this.
He controls his destiny to become the face of the franchise again. And
picture this.
Of the Grizzlies all time.
Picture this. Ja is in the expansion draft. The Seattle Supersonics pick Ja Morant, and he is now the face of Seattle basketball. Are you kidding me? That's literally the most special career
No, I
resurgence
still think
of all
that
time.
this is the most ideal city for him to be.
Yeah, maybe.
Based off, I've always believed that.
I would love to see a Ja redemption
I
tour.
just Zach Kleiman and his marriage. It's not one of them's going to be out the door. I
Yeah,
hope it's Kleiman.
I think it might be.
I hope so, man.
They're gonna let him get through all these picks, though, I think.
You can draft well all you want and hit on quote unquote hit on picks. You can't nurture a team. He's not been
Yeah.
able to build a actual team that a core and surrounding pieces. Like
Is that not exactly Daryl Morey's flaw too, by the way, while we're on that? Like
um
Daryl Morey makes like he finds value in NBA drafts. That's not his problem. He picks the right guy. It's the fact that he doesn't create, first of all, he doesn't seem to create like a cohesive culture of
it's
like
different though. You know,
year to
because
year continuity.
he's more vet. He leans to go with vets. And
Yeah.
Kleiman leans to go with youth.
Yeah, but
It's a
I just mean the fact that they both draft well, but they don't see either they move on from the guy before his contract is up, his first contract's even up, or they just like it falls
No,
apart.
I think their similarities. They both draft well, but their flaws are the inverse of each other. Like again, he leans veteran
Yeah,
presence.
Daryl does always take the stars for one of
Like
that.
I mean, you can go back as far as like 2015 when they brought in like Ty Lawson and thought he was the answer, the drunk Ty Lawson.
Yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying when you look at Daryl Morey, like the most value he's found in drafts with the Sixers, every single one of those guys is gone besides Tyrese Maxey. Jared McCain's
Yeah.
gone, Paul Reed's gone, Isaiah Joe's gone. Every time they found value, either in the back end of the first round or in the second round, he doesn't stick with the guy through
But they
their
don't even turn out as hits in Philly though. Like Memphis, like
those guys were all impactful players in Philly.
were say that
Isaiah Joe
he was
showed
not an
signs that he
impactful
was
player in Philly, bro.
no, but he showed signs that he could be like a rotation player.
And the signs were like
And they
10
gave
minutes
up on it.
per game and under. Like
And maybe that's another thing is that the coaching
they,
staffs
yeah.
for Daryl Morey's
Again,
teams
he's a
played
vet.
his.
He leans
Yeah.
vets.
No, I know he leans back.
I mean, the Grizzlies' whole thing
draft,
too was like
draft philosophy.
the stars aren't even playing 30 minutes per night. Like
Yeah,
that's not even like this era Grizzlies. That's like back to Zebo days.
yeah,
Like it's just been an ideology of the franchise. And it's young guys who peak early. Like I don't feel like anybody besides McCain has peaked in Philly or under. I can't name a rookie or a
Yeah,
young player
that's
in
true.
Houston that did.
that's
Um,
true. That's true. The guys in Memphis pop with Memphis, and then they move on.
Yeah,
Whereas in Philly, a lot of times, yeah, it is a lot of like you see the signs that like they are a rotation NBA player, and then they move on, and then they end up fulfilling that somewhere else.
yeah. But
Um,
it comes down to them getting more minutes than they like really ever deserve.
Yeah, yeah,
If you get minutes in the NBA, you're gonna show something at some point before there's tape on you. Like
yeah. But I think that the thing, it's just so even Champagny too, like in San Antonio, we had him too. It's just like every time that there's like value there, it just feels like we give up on it before.
yeah, I feel like if you ask the average basketball fan, they didn't even know Champagne played in Philly.
Yeah, but if you ask Sixers fans, we know he was here.
I get you, but
Yeah, I get what you
Yeah.
mean. Like those guys are expendable to GMs. Yeah, that's fair. But let's get into this. So you're keeping Ja. Who's your second guy?
Coward,
Yeah,
Edie,
let's go.
Wells. Actually, Gigi at this point, dude. Gigi's been awesome. I think
Still only
Gigi
21 too.
they broke him down to build him back up again. I think that's honestly like his development. That was the best thing for him. Like he had to learn how to play
Yeah,
real basketball.
he
And,
was
like,
playing. Yeah,
dude, the last 2 months he's been playing like really good fucking basketball. You can get downhill better than he like. It's night and day between his rookie season. Like I think he's a real basketball player now. I
Yeah.
don't think and that's a shout out to them because that's a different ideology than they should. Like that's something they couldn't pull off with Zaire Williams. So like shout out to them on that.
Yeah.
So
That's
on
5.
that 5, Scotty. I should have probably said Scotty earlier.
I love Scotty, dude.
Yeah, he's
I think
awesome.
he's so good.
And finally, a Grizzlies player showing a backbone and a spine and punching somebody in the mouth.
Yeah, dude, that
Thank
was
God.
wild. That was
Yeah,
that was
that's what we need back.
bro, when I saw that clip, he literally walks straight up to him and just
Yeah,
throws a haymaker.
it's tough, man. It really is. Like,
I know you're not picking Santi. You're letting that 17 go.
yeah, like I'm
Santi
looking
is an
at.
asset, though.
So I'll tell you what I'm looking at right now. I'm completely out on Walter Clayton. I saw
Really?
enough in the 5 minutes that he played in the game that he got hurt in his first game. He's not a player I want on my team.
But
I'm thinking,
you don't think you could before like there's too much tape out on him. You don't think you
yeah,
could use him as an
that was
asset?
enough tape for anybody who is into him. Like, it really was. It was
Yeah.
bad. It was a real deal bad. Taylor Hendricks, I am holding out some hope for.
Yeah.
He was really good before the injury in Utah.
Yeah. I like
It's
him.
like a project player that excites me. I think I would protect him. And then it's like it comes down between Ty Jerome. Because I'm thinking about Cam Spencer too and the shooting he brings. Like I think that's value. What do you go in an expansion draft? I'm trying to think of that. This is a
He's
tough
only
exercise.
25.
I think I just like having a secondary guard at the end of the day. I think that brings more value to me than like Santi just being like a soft stretch four.
Yeah.
I think playoff wise, Jerome still has even with how bad it went in Cleveland last year. I
Cleveland.
still think I would have more confidence in him in a playoff series than Santi. Santi is so soft, man. I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
you can't just be a stretch four shooter. Like you can't be a what's his face from the
Fontecchio.
Bucks in Philly, like Ersan Ilyasova.
Oh
like
my God.
That's basically
Ersan.
what he is. He's a glorified
And
Ersan.
Dario. Dario is
Like
exact same.
I'm cool on it, man. I've been cool
Yeah.
on it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ty
I'm
Jerome,
sorry to be a hater.
he really there is don't you think Cam Spencer in a way is kind of like a sneaky just younger version of Ty Jerome? Maybe even with like a little bit more sturdiness on defense.
Not no, and you can maybe develop into it. I could see you talking yourself into that, but the creation right now is
Yeah.
a night and day difference.
Ty Jerome's shooting and all like he was genuinely
Wait.
in Cleveland, especially
Yeah.
during the regular season. Dude, his offensive creation was actually crazy.
Yeah, man, I think he got way too much put on his shoulders with Garland not being able
Yeah.
to play last year. Like I think that played into it a lot.
He came off the bench, dude. That was actually if you
Yeah.
caught him on the right night, it was like one of the most wild things to watch.
Yeah,
Flamethrower.
I got some faith in him.
All right,
So-
so that's your eighth guy, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you agree? Because that was definitely the most thought provoking one for me, and like the one I felt like
Oh,
I
yeah,
had the
it's
most
your
intel
team.
on. But
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
ahead,
I guess
give me your.
the one thing I guess I would consider in this, I agree probably 100% with like 6 or 7 of the guys. I just think I would consider and I think it's what I've been doing with like most of these is just like, I think I would consider the guys who I wouldn't be that worried about swinging back around, and then I would worry about like which guys I think are assets, especially for the Grizzlies right now, where you guys are literally just building this arsenal of draft picks. I still think people see value in Santi, even though I think we see through like how unimpactful he is in a playoff setting. But I don't know. He would
He's
be
like
one I would,
unimpactful in regular season basketball to me
Yeah.
too, though.
yeah, that's true. I don't know. I still just feel like there's a weird fascination with him. And even Simone Fontecchio. I always bring up Fontecchio, but I just that archetype of player, there's just a weird fascination with. And it would give me pause at least to like
It just
potentially
pisses me
protect.
off that he's like second on the Grizzlies' lifer list right now.
Yeah. It is wild. Also, Santi and Cam Spencer, Loyola, Maryland. They both started there. I think Santi even graduated from there, but Patty League represent. Let's move on to the T-Wolves. Obviously, it's an easy protect on Ant-Man. Wow, I like that Spotrac went unprotect on Rudy. Although Rudy's sneaky, very, very important to this team. And like things can get really ugly, I think, fast in Minnesota if like a couple of these core guys
Well, it's
are
just,
out of the equation.
It's important because their whole construction. I think you can.
Yeah, you can rework the whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think there's because this was another thing that was we had a bunch of Timberwolves. I was surprised how many Timberwolves fans we had in the live today, but one thing that they all talked about was they seem to value Julius Randle much, much more than I think the average NBA fan does. Like I think
I joined late because that wasn't the feel I got from the one lady.
yeah, they really respect what Julius Randle brings to them. And I think what they saw is that in that Lakers series when sort of he was able to establish like a physicality and really kind of take it to Braun and that Lakers team, like I think they really value what he gives them. In even beyond the regular season stuff, like being a secondary scorer or whatever, which is important for them. I think they really value him. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either if he has like an absolute stinker in this postseason, starts
because I mean,
doing the 3-point shit.
It's never been something you can deny that he brings physicality. It's when it gets matched.
Yeah,
how he responds to that.
Which this is what it's been. And this is what I was getting to is I think Timberwolves fans are really, I think they got way further than they thought they would in those 2 Western Conference Finals runs, and I think that they think that this construction of the team is gospel right now. And I kind of think that being stuck in this core might prohibit what otherwise could be Anthony Edwards taking them to
the perfect path
a title.
Here.
Yeah, like
they
think
had a legit good run 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and that is respected. But I don't think that last year.
Like, do you think this roster? Do you think this roster is like we were having conversations for what felt like hours today about how people think that this team is a genuine contender right now and can potentially win the title this year. Do you think this team, as currently constructed with Ayo Dosunmu now in the mix, do you think this is a real contender? Like, I'm talking like OKC level,
no.
Denver if healthy level.
No, I think they're a first round out predicated on matchup, but like I feel pretty much like most matchups will get them out in the first round.
I don't think I'm that low on them, but I tend to agree that I'm probably closer to that than I am of winning the title. I mean,
who are they realistically play? They're in the 4-5 matchup, right? Or they're going to.
I think they'd be 3-6 with Denver right now. It depends on Aaron Gordon playing. I think they match up much better if Gordon's still hurt.
That'd be a fun series.
It'd be a very fun series.
But I don't think they're winning that.
Yeah, I mean, Denver's defense without Gordon's so bad.
Wait, who's in the 4 and the 5? Like Houston?
Yeah, it's Houston and
I think they're the 5, dude. The Lakers are 6.
Lakers are 6. Yeah, it might be. Oh yeah, no, Nuggets T-Wolves are the 4-5. 3-6 is Rockets Lakers right now.
I think Rockets would be a terrible matchup for them.
For the T-Wolves?
Yes. I think that's nightmare fuel for them.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird matchup because you have Şengün against Gobert, which, like, I don't know. It's a weird one because they kind of would just cancel each other out in a way. Like, because Gobert gives you nothing offensively, and Gobert's defense would be very helpful against Şengün, which neutralizes the only part of his game that's good. So I feel like
I'm going to walk it back a little bit, though. Like, honestly, like when you put these even as I say, like the Rockets are a nightmare field for them, and I think the Rockets, yeah, it feels like more of a coin flip when you just ask me straight up.
Yeah, like the series that's the thing I think about the West, like in totality, dude. I think a lot of these series are
like if I think it's going to go 6 or 7, I can't really say.
Yeah, dude.
I disagree with you that I think that they're definitively a first
even San Antonio. You said this on the last pod. San Antonio, say it's Minnie in the 7, San Antonio in the 2.
That is actually the nightmare matchup for them.
Yeah,
Gobert would get his ass whooped by Wemby. Like I know Wemby has actual disdain for him.
Yeah, Wemby does. Yeah,
like he thinks this guy's the mockery of the French national team.
He's right, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's nightmare field for.
You think it's nightmare field for Minnesota?
Yes, that is the series.
So that's the matchup.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's also that would be. All these series are so fun, man. I think the West playoffs are going to be so sick. Yeah. But yeah, that's my thing with the T-Wolves. I think they match up well with some of the teams in the West that I think that they're right around. But I just don't see them getting through 4 rounds. Like I just don't see. It feels like every single one of these, like you said, is a coin flip with the T-Wolves where. Yeah, you could see them potentially scraping through a Nuggets series without Aaron Gordon, or you could still see them losing that series. Like if Cam Johnson plays like how we thought he was going to play and how he's played on some nights, I think the Nuggets still win that series.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, more of a question.
They're in all the series though. Like I'm not counting them out of any of those series.
Yeah.
So all right, we have Ant-Man protected. Who's your second guy?
McDaniels says to me.
Yeah. Dude, I've been very impressed with him this year. Like
Yeah,
the shooting jump is actually crazy.
I need more volume, but
Yeah.
that's an identity and coaching thing, which I
Yeah.
think they probably get rid of Finch. I think at the end of the year, if they don't go as far as they would. Do I think
Well,
that's a mistake?
you saw
Maybe.
Ant-Man and him getting a little
I
jawing at each other. I
don't
don't really
read too
think that's
much
a
into
problem.
that.
Yeah. I kind of liked it, honestly. Did you see what Finch said today?
I kind of like Finch, even though he looks like a sad puppy.
Finch is a dog, dude. I think he
Yeah,
fits them.
but I
You think they
is
get
he
rid of him
adapt? Is he?
after how much they overachieved?
I don't think like their ownership group looks at it like that. Honestly,
Hmm.
I think they are kind of brainwashed into thinking that this team should win.
Should be winning the title.
It strikes me as the way Alex Rodriguez would think.
This
Um,
to me is there not a party that's like this is literally just Luca and Dallas. Like he's like bringing a roster otherwise that has no business. Like I don't think this when
no,
you
yeah, I
really
mean,
go
yeah,
through these guys like dog, this is not
I think their
this is
team two
not a
years ago
team
was
that should be like
legitimately
a
good.
perennial Western Conference Finals team.
Yeah, their team 2 years ago is the best iteration of them,
Yeah.
quite far and away. Because you still had a usable Mike Conley, you had Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Yeah.
No, I mean the defense was just on another level.
It was so good. Yeah, it's a great team, but I'm just saying, like, I do think, especially offensively, Ant-Man is carrying, I think, just an absurd load on the team. And I think there's
Yeah.
like minor tweaks you could make to this roster.
I don't think Aya really does anything to relieve that either.
Yeah.
I don't think that highly of him as a
I
player.
like Io as like he is more of a table setter. I do think he can score and create a little bit more than maybe he gets credit for, but we'll have to see it. The early returns of Io in Minnesota aren't great.
Nas Reed contract's bad, man. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, they were getting on you about that one earlier.
It's not a good contract.
Yeah, I think we saw some defensive flaws in Nas last year that are pretty glaring, especially once you get into the later rounds of the playoffs. And
No way, dude. It's too much money for
20
a backup big.
yeah,
Just in theory, like
it's just 23 mil a year. Like in a couple of years with the salary cap and everything. Like, I don't think it's gonna look that wild, but
how many backup bigs are getting 20 plus?
yeah, not many, dude.
It's just
Yeah, I mean for
construction.
his
Why
role,
like,
yeah, for his role, you're right, 100%. But there's also the argument that like what Nas Reed is to this team, it's kind of like the Peyton Pritchard thing. It's like he is so important to what they do.
I think you're talking yourself in the shit that like with him in the city though, because the city. Yeah, Nas Reed, Nas Reed.
Yeah, Nas.
Like,
They
I mean, I
love
probably
Nas
earned him an
Reed,
extra
dude.
5 million. That dumb shit like that. Like if we call it what it is, but let's get back to the exercise here. DiVincenzo, I think you got to keep.
Yeah, Dante for sure.
Because he's
Otherwise, the shooting,
not afraid to put the ball up. Which
yeah,
I
the shooting
think,
drops off a cliff fast here.
Yeah, Shannon, still believe in the growth a little bit. Hopefully, Jalen Clark, I'm keeping too. Like I'm keeping both. Like they showed me something in the Thunder series last year where I'm like, okay, like there's potential there.
Yeah.
Again, that's adaptability with Finch. I think this team it feels redundant now, and it feels like there's a ceiling on it because there's a lack of adaptability from Coach Finch. And I like him as a coach, but I feel like he's too, stuck in his own ways. And I think that does in a lot of coaches now where you look at them and they're washed, like a Nick Nurse and things like that. Like
Yeah,
they just stick to their guns too much, like, and they don't change with the league.
Yeah.
So I feel like, again, that's possibly a path that you could look at Finch going down. Now, how many were you at?
We are at 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 more. Still, Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, not like basically their whole rotation is still on the board.
Keeping Gobert just fit wise.
Yeah.
And you only got 1 more years in the books. And I'm not keeping Randall, man. Like you can swap that money out and hopefully get something. Like he's on the team because he matched the Cat contract and they wanted to get all Cat and didn't want to go in the luxury. Like we get why it happened. If you can wash your hands of it now, I think you definitely do.
Yeah. He did outperform our expectations last year.
He's 31 as well. I think this is an obvious.
Sure.
Don't keep, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just looking down the list and not seeing a ton of names.
I think that
like
we keep.
to keep.
I think that
I'd
we
keep
keep
Nas
Nas Reed.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't think that contract's. I don't think it's egregiously bad. I see what you mean though. Like there aren't backup bigs getting.
I just think this would be like the only scenario where you'd ever be looking at a starting big job.
And then what? You just keep faith in developing Behringer as the last guy.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I freeing up the money, man.
Julius Randle, enter his name in the expansion draft,
Yeah.
baby. Dude, there's some big names in this,
Yeah.
man. I think it's gonna be
Thank
fun.
God. We kind of needed it after
Yeah,
the East.
we did. I mean, Paul George was in it after the East. There's some fun younger players too that are gonna be in it from the East.
Dude, DeAndre Jordan, man.
Can't believe he's on a roster in the Big 26. Joe Dumars paying him. Let's go. All right, lead us off. The New Orleans Pelicans. Who are we protecting? This one is a very interesting one.
They're gonna fund like half this draft. They really are, dude. I mean, like age-wise, like these
Look
are
at
the
how
type of
many
that-
guys
yeah.
are still gonna be on the books too next year.
They're keeping Herb. I mean,
They
Herb's
also
gonna be
just
like,
signed McGowan's. They just signed him to a 3-year deal. So
they're keeping Herb. They'll keep Herb until he's their last player standing.
he's
in the game.
gonna be a Pels lifer, dude.
Yeah,
Or a Las Vegas Gamblers lifer.
Murphy,
Yeah.
Zion,
You
Queen.
wash your hands of these two for sure.
Yeah, definitely Murray. Man, probably Poole.
Dude, definitely Poole. 34 million for Jordan Poole.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm good, dog.
I wanted to make 100% sure.
Yeah, with the other guys. Eves Missy
yeah,
you're keeping for
yeah.
sure.
And Hawkins and Fierce, right? And that's it.
Yeah, Fears. I love Fears. I think he's going to be fun. Now, you still get one more, I think. It's 7. So you have, no, because, well, it depends what you think about McGowan's because they just signed him to a 3-year deal. He's on a standard NBA deal now. It's the Jabari Walker thing where they still have him as an
I probably, like, I don't know the league's perception on Sadiq Bey is.
Oh, yeah. Sadiq Bey has had like a weirdly very productive year this year.
I'd go Bey personally, but I
still only 26. Yeah, I think you keep Sadiq Bey.
What do you feel about Jordan Hawkins? Because he's a pencil in for me.
That was the one when you said that with so much like certainty. I kind of like.
I still believe in him, but
yeah,
that's personal belief more so than like production right now. Obviously,
especially in an exercise like this where the whole name of the game is like you're keeping guys that you can't replace. I think a guy who's like just a shooter, and like he's so like he is very Sam Merrill pilled. But it's just
I saw good defense from him. Like I know this is college, but I like how he defended at UConn. I did.
Yeah. I don't know. It also depends how you feel about Bryce McGowan. He's had a really nice season.
Don't know enough about him personally, so like if
he was like a
penciling
project
over it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like a project down in Nebraska that
I'm willing to be wrong on that.
Bounced around. I think they would keep. I don't know because they just signed McGowan's to a 3-year deal, so they might keep him. But I'm good with this list. I think Sadiq Bey was a good keep. I think he still has a lot of value, or not a lot, but value. Let's go to OKC. This is where I think our expansion pool is going to get really fun because we're going to have to leave.
Yeah, I feel like the Pelicans makes it fun because they're terrible.
We also could have unprotected
construction.
Herb, would have been fun for the draft.
There's guys there, like
yeah, which is part of the reason why it's so insane that the record's as bad as it is. All right, I'll lead us off. I'll just name the obvious ones. We're keeping Shea. We're keeping J-Dub. And my third, I mean,
you have to.
You have to. I was just trying to see if there's anybody that I would pick personally over him for the third spot, but you have to keep the big three. Chet, J-Dub, and Shea. Who do you got for the next couple?
They're keeping Dort. Actually,
really?
Let me do my order. Kaysen's next.
Yes. 100%. Yes.
Case and then like Isaiah Joe's on a heater right now, so I'll give him credit where credit's due.
You said your next one's
Isaiah Joe.
Okay. Over AJ Mitchell.
Dude, how much?
If I'm an expansion team, or let me just you go through the guys you would definitely keep, and then I might not say anything.
I don't know who I definitely keep right now. Like, I'll go through my 8, and then you can do your 8. Like,
okay.
Go from
through,
here on out, I don't have a definite.
Okay.
So it's 5. Yeah. All right.
Oh, dude.
Dort's my next one. Like I still think
Okay.
you're playing him in the playoffs 35 minutes on this team. Like still how it goes.
I would leave Dort unprotected.
He gives them edge, no matter
Yeah.
what you want to say. Like he, as ugly as his game is.
Yeah, I would leave Dort unprotected. I would keep Cason Wallace, and I just think he takes all those minutes. I think Cason Wallace is so good. And we've seen like when Shea's been out, he had like multiple.
I don't think he can
30-point
take off Dort's
performances.
minutes. I don't think he can be a direct replacement for Dort.
I think he's
I
so
would push
much
back
better.
on that.
I think he's so much
I
better.
agree. He's so much better. He's not a direct. You can't replace Dort's exact role.
Maybe, yeah, because Dort can guard bigger guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
just physicality wise, there's a
I just think if getting Dort out of the equation allows Cason Wallace to take potentially another step, I'm taking that bet.
I don't think he's in his way though.
I think minutes wise, he is in the playoff rotation. Cason Wallace isn't playing 35 minutes a game in the playoffs, and part of that is due to Dort being in the game.
No, I don't think Cason Wallace I think if you think Cason Wallace is a 35-minute playoff guy right now, that's
No, I don't. But what I'm saying is like the reason, like he's not. His minutes are more limited than I think they would be if Lou Dort wasn't playing.
true, but I don't know if that's a completely.
And I've been
bad thing.
so impressed with what he's done in the playoffs, like immediately. Like he essentially
I
what
guess
he
so.
did last year is if Steph, what Cason Wallace did last year is if Steph Castle, and I know Steph Castle's already in a bigger role, and maybe Dylan Harper's like a better sort of comp for this, but if Dylan Harper or Steph Castle immediately this year in their first playoff experience are like big factors in winning a title this season. Like if the Spurs win the title,
I don't think Cason Wallace is a big part of winning a
Cason
title
Wallace
last
was
year.
100%. He swung individual games last year. Cason Wallace is so good.
He is. He like minutes wise, he just didn't play enough to say that.
I think that's fair, but I think he swung individual games as his first playoff experience. Like
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I think under the hood,
We're probably
what
not
we
going to
could
protect
have with
McCain here,
Cason
and
Wallace, I probably, yeah. I mean, I think there's a debate that maybe you would
but
protect
like
McCain.
that's what I'm saying. But like McCain is a guy who we both think this year will swing playoff games. Like
I don't think he's at the level of I like Cason Wallace more than I like Jared McCain,
fair enough,
especially for the postseason. McCain's a cone.
Yeah, but like offense.
Cason Wallace is like prototype two-way guard. Can create offense, can guard other teams. Like
it's a different level the way McCain can create offense to me.
yeah, but I also think his defense is so much worse that it's like what you're losing in creation, you're gaining tenfold in defense.
Agreed.
But I think we can keep both. I think we can keep Dort and Cason Wallace pretty easily.
And so 6 right now, Aaron Wiggins.
Caruso, we haven't said either.
I'm not keeping him.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, then okay. You know what? If you make that case, then I'd be much more because I immediately was so out on Dort, keeping Dort. But if you're letting Caruso walk, there is a case to be made that Cason Wallace is more of the Caruso role than the Dort role.
Yeah.
And that you'd have.
That's what I was picturing. I should have
brought
that up.
I like that
brought
case.
that up.
Yeah. I thought you were going to keep Caruso too. And yeah. Okay. I think I see that picture much more clearly.
Actually,
who was your
team
next
building
guy?
wise? This is tough. Like I'm going with the 8 guys. I think
You said
like
Wiggins,
talent
right?
wise, I would believe him, but you got to consider keeping Jalen Williams here just for bigs because I'm not keeping Hartenstein. No, just for a big rotation. You literally only have Chet right now, and these guys, like Jalen Williams probably would go if you don't take him.
Dude, he had a really good game the other night.
Yeah, like Sorber, there's a decent chance he.
Yeah, we just
might
don't
go.
know what he is.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like if they put themselves at risk where they have to like kind of scramble on a center rotation.
Yeah, an expansion draft would be very.
But I'm taking
bad for
AJ Mitchell.
OKC.
With all that being said, like
I
I'd
love
rather
AJ
scramble
Mitchell.
than give AJ Mitchell up.
I love that. I would protect him as well, dude.
And I think Kenrich Williams is like a good player too. He's just 31, so
I think this exercise you could go
yeah.
so many different directions with this. Also, wait. We can't even do that because that was our 8th guy, AJ Mitchell. If you're protecting Big J Dub,
no, I'm not. I'm saying I'm going AJ instead.
So you're leaving iHeart and Jalen Williams off and going
Yes,
AJ.
and that's what I'm saying. That's like what you have to think about with Thunder.
Dude,
You're gonna have to
this is
scramble at
scary.
big.
I
But
think
these are the 8 best guys. They are. And you could
yeah.
argue Dort's
No,
the
they
guy you
are.
would probably
They
argue,
are the
but
best.
like
They are the 8 best guys.
I'd rather have the wings personally and scramble.
I
I feel
also-
like
I think-
I feel better betting on like scrambling on a big.
Dude,
for depth.
AJ Mitchell gives me big Brunson and Dallas vibes. AJ Mitchell gives me big if an expansion team got him and like made him a way bigger role player. I think he might like flourish.
Agreed. And undoubtedly to me, he would go higher in expansion draft than
I think he would be one of
Jalen
the first
Williams
picks.
would.
I think he'd be one of the first
So
picks.
you have to protect him at the end of the day. Like scramble on the big
dude.
for depth.
The players in this pool now are crazy.
Yeah.
Now you have iHeart, Caruso, Topich, Sorber, McCain, dude. Dude, an expansion team could like
They're gonna
all
eat
of a
off
sudden,
this.
yeah. And there's only 2, dude. Like you're getting I think they would literally just trade off like OKC Castaways for like the first 10
Yeah,
picks.
that's gonna be very fun to do the draft. Holy shit!
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, Phoenix, your team. Not really, but you love these
but
boys.
very really.
Let's go. Dylan Brooks first.
Second.
Yeah,
Dog,
Book.
dog respect. Is Booker on here?
Book's not even on here, so they're just protecting him. So we can only do 7. So yeah, for this, he's first on here.
Yep.
This one has a couple interesting ones, although you don't get many options.
Give it Grayson. Grayson, it's
Yeah, he's been big, dude.
way to make a career out for yourself, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's been awesome. That former Grizz, by the way, he was a good Grizzly.
Let's go.
First time we built him. We were
Oso?
the first. Yeah,
Yeah, I love Oso.
Rasheer too.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get more PT, but yeah. I love that we have
Ryan Dunn.
addressed the elephant in the room. It's so awesome.
Wait, Gillespie's ineligible right now? That's
He's
fucking
going to be a
rough.
free agent.
That's rough.
He's a
Right.
guy where I feel like he's way more valuable to Phoenix than he is anyone else. And I think that they'll be able to get him back on a
Tripping.
pretty easy number. I think he's really good, but I think he's more valuable to them than other teams.
Not with how Villanova guys have panned out.
Fair enough. But
Guys are
I mean-
believers in that now.
yeah, that's true. The grind culture, dude.
Yep.
He'd be a great Grizzly, by the way. Colin
Yeah.
Gillespie.
Instantly.
Okay, so what do we have?
Jersey
5?
coaches.
And then we
Yeah.
have the 6th of Book.
Yeah, you can't give up on Malawak.
I think I know what they've
Without-
done with Steph and Book not being on here. It's the guys that have like the lifer deals, basically, that they've just taken out entirely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't get how Booker's a lifer deal, though. He's like too young to have a lifer deal.
No, but he's on the contract. The extension he just signed is like he's basically
Okay.
tying himself to.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Malawak, you just can't give up without even like putting him on the court. I feel like that's bad practice.
Yeah, I think it would be.
Man, I'll keep Jalen Grant at this point. He's too young.
Yeah, he's 23, man.
Yeah.
and
I'm
then
not,
you still
I'm
get.
not keeping
Oh no,
Royce
the
O'Neal or
8th is
Mark.
the 8th is Book, right?
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
not keeping Royce O'Neal or
That's 7.
Mark
Yeah,
Williams.
You don't
I
keep
think
Royce
Mark.
O'Neal.
I think Mark Williams is not good. Still.
yeah. I think he's. I think he probably has a little bit of an inflated image because of this stint this season, but I think he's been solid for Phoenix this year. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I stand on Mark Williams. to be
He's a
honest.
replacement level big.
And Royce O'Neal, he's a guy who I know he's like a vet. He's been around the
Yeah.
block, but do you think he goes in expansion draft?
No.
Yeah, I think
maybe
I
late.
think you get him back. Yeah. Let's go to the Trailblazers. Another young, interesting team.
Drew Drew's capping. I didn't realize it's that big.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
dude.
shit, man. You're bag chaser. Good shit.
Drew is special. All right. I'm
Very
gonna protect.
R.I.P. Rob Williams, man.
I'm gonna protect
He
Denny.
was special when he was fucking right.
I love that they brought Dame back. That's so
R.I.P.
fucking awesome.
Rob Williams. It just makes me sad
Yeah,
for
the
Rob.
Time Lord, dude.
Yeah.
He was the man. Dude, I actually thought after that Boston season where he was just so impactful for them, I thought he was
The,
gonna be
the real
so
deep
good.
boy, by the way.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll hear it. All right, I took Denny, and then I'm gonna take Shaden, and probably Tumani. That's my 3. I might go. I'm so happy they brought Dame back. I think him next year on that deal, especially that like allows them to get other guys in. I think that's so sick. I'm going
Yeah.
Tumani. All right, who do you got?
Scoop.
Scoot. You're a
Yeah,
Scoot
but
believer.
yes.
Let's go.
Not
He
giving
has
you up
been
yet.
better since returning.
Wait, you're not taking Dame? I thought you were.
No, I only picked three, but yeah, I would take Dame for sure.
Klingon has got to
Yeah.
be. He
Klingon-
should have been,
Klingon was-
malpractice.
I would have
that we
taken
did him.
Klingon before Dame. That's why I was
Yeah.
kind of leaving him.
What are we at? 6?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
six.
You're not keeping the top two. There's
You can't
no
give
world.
up on Young, right?
I'm kind of giving up on him personally, but yeah, you can protect him. Yeah, I would protect him. So I guess.
Krejci?
Yeah, I'm probably keeping those two, brother. Like,
I kind of like Krejci. So you're leaving. Obviously, this would be a godsend for them getting Jeremy Grant off the books.
and Holiday, bro, they clear so much.
Yeah, I think Holiday. You could maybe convince yourself that a contender would still take a swing, but yeah, if you can
Cap it, not with that cap it at this point.
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
you could wipe your hands-
Boston told you they won a championship with it, and they're like, we're good.
Yeah, if you could wipe your hands at 35 milli and then 37 the following year, yeah, I'd be pretty happy. So yeah, I think. Oh, what about Chris Murray? We didn't even discuss.
I don't know enough about his career arc, honestly.
Yeah, you might keep him over Krejci though. I don't know.
Yeah, you might keep him over Young, dude. I'm not sure.
I don't think you can give up on Young that fast. He's still 20.
I think Krejci's a definite keep.
Okay, so we go Krejci and Young, and we leave Chris Murray. Chris Murray's a guy who might not get picked in the expansion either. Let's go to the Kings.
Can we just skip? Can we skip?
No, we have to pick these. Do you see how many they left on? They didn't pick though.
This
They
is
only
fucking-
picked 5. The website only picked 5.
Dude, yeah, I
thought we were
I said that blew my
disrespecting the
mind.
Sixers.
Is the one you set with Malik Monk's percentage finishing at the rim? The people it was like
Yeah.
the 2 Hornets were in there.
Yeah.
Dude, he's by far the worst.
Yeah,
I mean, he's 34% shooting at the on lamps.
yeah. It's not good.
Now, like, I am not out here watching Kings basketball,
But light the beam, dude.
I thought he would be like one of the bright spots.
No,
Yeah, I guess not.
There are no bright spots.
His downfall has been very televised, or
Dude,
not televised enough.
I
don't
think
know,
there's
man.
a case.
Hunter, I legitimately don't know.
Is
what
there
to
a
do.
case
You
that
don't keep anybody?
Yeah, Yes.
I'm down.
that you genuinely.
Dude, just
No, you
dissolve
have to keep. You have to keep like some of the trade assets. Like you keep Keegan Murray. You
Bro,
keep-
they don't even know who their assets
You
are.
keep. I would keep Reyno. Reyno's been good, genuinely.
No, I would
I
keep
like-
Hunter. I mean,
I
if
like
you're
Maxime
Hunter,
Reyno.
you're keeping.
Yeah, Hunter. I don't know though, dude. He's been.
I-
This is now the second time he's flamed out in a situation that's seemingly perfect for him.
Yeah, I know.
Cleveland.
I like. He showed me more in Cleveland last year than he ever did in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Let me
let's
be
keep him.
perfectly
Let's
clear.
keep him. Let's keep Keegan Murray.
I thought he was a bum before
Yeah,
Cleveland, honestly. Like,
yeah. So did I.
I was one of the biggest DeAndre haters.
That's what he'd shown. That's what he'd shown.
Yeah, he showed more last year to me than I've seen. So
And I think-
I'll give him a chance.
I think the only other question, Nick
Clifford?
Clifford. Yeah, I think Nick Clifford, and then are you giving up on Devin Carter?
Brother, he's the Jag.
Yeah. Then that's it, dude. That's the 4. I'm not keeping anyone else. You're not. You're
Dude,
not making
DeMar
me
DeRozan-
keep any of those guys.
You see
on
the clip of
books?
DeMar DeRozan doubling Jeff Green? Post
No.
up off of Kevin Durant 3. He doubled off of Kevin Durant to double Jeff Green in the post and left Kevin Durant wide open for 3.
That's so sick, dude.
Bruh.
He's the man, dude.
He's the worst basketball player. Like,
That's so
I mean,
awesome.
he's one of the worst basketball players that has like been high leverage.
KD's
in our
got like
generation.
30. KD's got like 35 points. He's
Dog,
like,
I think-
Jeff Green. I gotta make sure Jeff Green doesn't get one. off.
Let me reword that because it's just highly disrespectful because DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, wait. What'd you
brought a
say?
lot
I
to the
didn't. I was too focused.
He's
on
the
Jeff Green
he's the most
about-
irrelevant player who's been in star talks or been like a multiple. He's the most irrelevant.
You mean over the course of his career?
He's the most irrelevant 5+ time All Star probably ever. And just in terms
I mean,
of like how his career has played out.
There's a case based on like how immediately better they got after he left Toronto.
Yeah,
And then like the Spurs too. Like he
or
is,
maybe
he is
irrelevant's not the
literally
word
the
either.
dynasty starts after you.
He's the least impactful, or maybe
He's
it's
dynasty starts after
he's the most
you.
negative impactful five plus time
Oh.
All-Star in NBA history.
Can we
Yeah,
do
there
it?
it
Can we
is.
do a dynasty starts after you draft on the next pod?
I like it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, let's do it.
And
I'm so
Draymond Green would be
stoked.
picked number one.
Yes. Well, no. I have way more respect for Draymond than you. Respect my goat.
Post clutch sports Draymond Green is definitively
Yeah,
the number one pick.
I agree with that one.
What a shill. What a shill.
What a corporate shill. Let's go to the San Antonio Spurs. I think this one's going to be pretty easy. There's maybe some money decisions you can make here, but you just kind of keep the core together, in my opinion. But let's go through this. I'm going to let you lead off with your first kind of few guys.
Castle, Wemby, Carter, Harper.
Yeah, where's Harper? There he is.
4.
The cell, right?
Is yeah, sure. But yeah, Vassell, Keldon, Fox, Cornette.
So Champagne, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I
mean,
think
you can keep him over Cornette, but I like Cornette.
yeah, so do I. I think Cornette's more valuable because
Cornette
you
for
can
13
find
less than Nas Reed. I'm just saying, like
Champagne is the same thing we talk about with Merrill and Hawkins. It's like the shooting's great, and
can you go
especially
through the
for
back
them.
of big money after this? I just need to see something. It's got like no way you're telling me you're paying Nas Reed 13 more mil over Cornette at 10. I'm just telling you, would go down the list of a lot of these and be like, yeah, I'm probably gonna take the guy at 10 mil over Nas Reed. It's a bad contract.
Yeah, I think it's
not
weighted.
talked about.
It's an offensively weighted contract. It's like it values his offense. Like
You got paid 5 more million per year because the city says Nas Reed. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
that definitely did play a role, and I'm not gonna pretend like it didn't. But yeah, I think the San Antonio situation is pretty easy,
Cut and dry.
especially
That's a very cut and dry one.
especially even if all these guys weren't unrestricted free agents, you'd be so fine letting every single one of these guys walk. So yeah,
I think you could talk yourself into like Barnes over Johnson, possibly. Just a few.
yeah,
Like
I guess.
he
I think
fits, like,
Barnes
the
isn't
role
in the
more.
rotation anymore, though. He's not in the rotation. Like
All
they're
right.
giving, they've given Carter
Yeah,
Bryant the keys,
fair
which I
enough.
think is a great move, by the
Yeah,
way.
that is a great move. All right, yeah, I stand corrected. Lindy Waters, though. Fuck.
Remember that video?
Yeah.
You ever see that video of that girl? That was
Yeah.
like it was like a street.
Yeah.
It was a street reporter.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. With all respect to him, I'm
With
gonna
her boyfriend
not touch on
standing
that
there.
subject. Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah, respect it. Yeah, I'm with that. Respect your boyfriend. Let's go to the Utah Jazz, the last team of protected
sad.
players.
So sad for Vince Williams.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that kind of guarantees him not in consideration now.
The way that whole yeah,
Yeah,
that's
dude, he's been
tough.
so injury riddled, man. He's unique talent, man. I wish he got it.
Yeah, he was awesome, man. That year when you guys like you had no one healthy and it was just him and Gigi and it was just like they were just fun to watch every night.
I talked myself into him being like the missing piece
Yeah.
for us. So,
To being like yeah. Especially dude Gigi, I was like I was like oh my god, this guy's a star.
I was skeptical on Gigi. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was bought in on Vince.
Just
though.
the inflated role. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, I'll lead us off on this one because you did the last one. Laurie is such a difficult situation here because you can easily rid yourself of fucking so much money.
Yeah, you could say the same with Jared too.
Yeah.
You know, like Jared's the move because he's younger, but like, dude, you got. I don't feel like you can keep both these fuckers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think especially if you're the Jazz's situation, dude, if they could get off 100 mil just a snap of a finger. Also, I guess the one thing we don't
You're
know
definitely
about
getting
this-
off 50 mil at the snap of a finger here. You're not keeping both. I'm sorry. There's no way. There's no way you are.
And then the question is which one? I think you move off. You might go off Jaren, dude.
I don't disagree, honestly, but like this is depending on who you keep here. This is a good infrastructure for him to meet his potential defensively
Dude,
again.
I'm starting to think you could make a good team in the expansion draft. I'm starting to think you could make like a. I can't wait to do that. All right, so the first guy then is Laurie, or maybe with Keontae's
I'm
jump.
protecting Jaren personally because I'm gonna build around this defense here with the guys I pick.
I respect
I
it.
just I him as a roamer is a good defender, but
Yeah.
you need him to be roaming.
Okay, so then I think I know where you're going with this with like
Ace.
Kessler.
Yeah, yeah. Kessler is it, but I'm just gonna do both of them. Kessler and Ace.
All right, let's go Kessler and Ace. That's it, right?
Yeah, it's just the money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also the asset.
Collier.
I think, because you said this on the last pod, we were talking about, or maybe it was a couple pods ago, we were talking about how Keontae took such a jump, and you said you were skeptical about what that looks like on like a real team.
I'm skeptical about how much he like will get paid. What
Yeah,
that means in roster construction.
but what I'm getting at is if they're able to keep him and he has this kind of production, and then they can trade him to a team that's willing to eventually pay him, I think they could get a
Yeah, no, I agree.
really good haul
It's a
back.
perfect world.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just keep him now money wise. Like it's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
brainer on that.
you have to keep him.
Collier.
That's 4. Collier next. I like it. Dude, his playmaking's pretty
Yeah,
special.
yeah. Did we overstate the Cody Williams bad? Is he decent?
He's he's had a sneaky good couple
Yeah,
of weeks, dude.
yeah.
But I'm not keeping him, dude. There
You're
was
not
so
keeping him
much.
at all here.
Well, yeah,
I think we
we'll
have
get to
to.
how bad this list is.
We
Yeah.
have to. I mean,
Well, we said we don't have to keep 8.
I'm taking him next. I'm taking him insensible. I think that's finishing it up for me.
Yeah, I like Sensible. Conchar, yeah.
How many is that for? If
You might, dude. The rest. Now that I'm looking at it, though, the money, because everyone else is on literally rookie deals, you can keep Laurie too. Yeah,
yeah, because he's young enough. Yeah,
yeah, and your books still aren't that bad. Yeah, I'd keep Laurie.
what are we at?
That's 4, 5, 6, 7. So would you go Sensible? We did. Oh, we did Sensible. Would you do? Yeah, Cody Williams. That's
Yeah,
8. Oh, Filipowski.
fuck that, dude.
I don't hate Filipowski, but I was so ready for him to be like an impactful NBA player this year, and he
Yeah,
really underperformed.
that scandal with whatever his love life is. I'm not. No, not
Oh
forgetting
yeah,
about
that was.
Sorry.
Yeah, I hope he's all right.
I got
But
washed under
yeah,
the rug. That's fucking creep.
that was weird as hell. He was just getting groomed.
Yeah.
But folks, that is the end of the Western Conference protections. I think especially after that Oklahoma City segment, I think we're gonna have a really, really fun expansion draft. Beck and I are both gonna be GMs. TBD whether or not Ryan's gonna be on the horn for that one as well. But
Yeah, we'll schedule something,
episode.
and we'll actually
We'll
show
actually
up on
do
the
it when we
first day.
say we're gonna do it this time.
Dude, we have been so bad, like behind the scenes. You guys should see it. It's yeah, we'll do it
Boys are
Tuesday
busy,
night.
man.
It
Boys are
turns
busy.
like a Friday night spectacle every time, though.
Let's go. But folks, thank you so much for tuning in. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for chiming in on the TikTok live earlier and staying engaged with us on all the social platforms. It's been really cool. Kind of grown a little community there. So we thank you guys. And we'll see you next time.
Power to the people.